Here I am, back once again, some Notorious PNG. Back to go pick up Blake Martins, aka Blake Beatz, to shoot the next segment of 6 Bar Saturdays. Let's go!
Hi, my name's Blake Beatz, and I'm here with the Notorious PNG.
Anyway, man, how you been?
Yeah, I'm good, my bro. Yourself?
Yeah, pretty good, man.
That's the way.
Didn't take too long to get out here either. About a 45-minute drive, so it was pretty cruisy. Just the whole way, just bumping house.
Bumping house the whole, just bumping house the whole way.
Just whole like double claps the whole way, man. But yeah, fill me in what you're all about, bro.
Oh man, I'm 29. I'm a beat maker, producer from Western Sydney. I pretty much started when I was like, I'd say probably around 20.
Yeah.
I was working with this dude and he had this program and he was mucking around with it, so I was like, oh yeah, I'll check that out. And I ended up getting like you do like DJing and that. So you got the program.
Yeah,
so I didn't have the program. I actually had the cracked version of the program, so you get very limited on what you can actually do on it.
I've never bought Ableton in my life either.
Yeah, so I was using FL for years and just on and off, bro. And then I think I was doing it for about 3 or 4 years and I just wasn't really getting it. Kind of put it away, and then eventually I just started picking it up again, and it started building up, and I was just I was mainly making beats for people in the States. That's where I was kind of focusing my attention to, because I wasn't really into the Aussie music at that time, or listening to it, or I wasn't really across it. I had a couple of mates, they were right into it, and they were like, bro, you should start sending your beats out to some of these dudes. So I started sending, I think Mitchos, it was years ago, I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago, he had a post.
Is that Mitchos Da Menace from Menace Gang?
Yeah, Mitchos Da Menace, yeah. And yeah, so he had a post saying that he was looking for producers, artists, because he just started Menace Records, which was like, like a small crew label sort of thing.
Which is quite big now.
Yeah, which is, grown into what it is now. But yeah, so I wasn't too, I guess, like I said, I wasn't across the Aussie music. I listened to it all, and I listened to some of his stuff, and he was the first artist that really drew me to Aussie hip hop. Yeah. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll email him like some stuff, whether he'll write back or whatever, and he did, bro. He wrote back straight away.
How long ago was this? How many years ago is this now?
I'd say it would have been about 3 years ago. Yeah. We talked a little bit over line and just messages back and forth, and he hit me up saying that he wanted to do a grime track, and at that time I wasn't really across grime, man. I didn't really listen to grime at that time. Yeah. So, and I was just pretty gassed that, someone was, wanted to work with me around here. He had a bit of a buzz, so I was thinking, that would have been good for both of us.
Yeah, 100%, man. That's nice.
Kind of went on YouTube and just like YouTubed how to make grime beats, and at that time it wasn't big, bro. So there was nothing. There was no tutorials, or so I basically just listened to the tracks and kind of understood the instruments and the certain patterns and just little tricks to the beat on how they made grime beats. And I ended up making a beat called Gang Gang. Yep. And we ended up using it.
Is that with Mitchos?
That was with Mitchos. That was the first one that we did, and that was a pretty big track for both of us.
Yeah, I can imagine, because when I think of grime, I mainly think of Wombat.
Yeah, Wombat's dope, bro.
Wombat's
100% Wombat's dope. Yeah, he's on another level when it comes to grime.
Oh, bro, he's multi.
And it really goes in waves, bro, because you know, at the beginning I was getting hit up a lot with trap. Then it turned to grime, and then I went to drill. Now it's, and in my opinion, now it's starting to slowly go back to trap. With a lot of drill still, obviously, people are still doing that sort of genre of music. But that's when we first started linking up. Yeah. And he did talk about, you know, me joining MGR for a little bit, and it was just, it was back and forth for a few months, and we were both doing our thing. And I think I sent him a couple more beats, and then he was happy with them. I did another one with him called Grime Ting. That was on his his MDMA album. Is
that the most recent album?
No, that was his second album, I do believe it was.
Yeah, because I remember seeing that Mitchos' recent album that came out, and he gave you a massive shout. He's like, yo, shout outs to like BLAKE BEATZ, man. He's like, as soon as I heard this guy, I had to sign him straight to Menace Records.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, that was off the Gang Gang release, actually. Yeah, and Mitchos is the bro.
I literally screen record that, and I plugged you in my Instagram story.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that, bro. Yeah, that was sick, bro. Yeah, no, he's helped me a lot, bro, and pushed my sound. And like I said, ever since I've joined him, I guess he sort of gave me the platform to be able to have my beats seen and viewed at I guess, you know, just on a bigger scale. Because like I said, I wasn't really doing much with the US collabs, and because we're so far away, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, 100%.
I remember I'd send a message to an artist, it would take like maybe 2-3 weeks sometimes for it to even just clear.
Yeah, just for that little, you know, the blue tick. Yeah, the blue little tick, like you actually be red.
And then he'd be like, yeah, and then it'd be like 6 months, and then he'd send me this like track that's not mixed, and like Mitchos is real professional with that, bro. Like, you know, he introduced me with the, you know, the mixing side of things when I met our engineer Espa. Yeah. He does most of our work, and a lot of like I said, a lot of my collabs came from that, and yeah, bro. So I've been with MGR since, I'd say probably about 3 years now, bro.
Oh, bro, that's massive. I was thinking like you and you were signed to MGR just before Mitchos' release, because I've seen you pop up. Funny enough, I've seen you pop up in the beaches with one of the younger dudes coming up. I know Donny D. Shout out to Dion Dovey. I saw him following you on Instagram, and I was like, man, that's weird, like, because you're out in the West, he's out in the beaches, and only starting getting into rapping, so obviously your name's popping up everywhere. And
it does, bro. It's crazy, bro. Yeah.
And I think I saw you pop up with something with that guy called EMCEE RAJ. I don't know much about him, but
yeah, EMCEE RAJ. Yeah, he's another artist we had through Menace Gang. Another young dude. Yeah, bro, he's going hard. Everyone seems to be doing their thing, and everyone's going hard. And
oh, bro, especially out here in the West, man.
Oh, the scene's growing, man. Like,
it's blowing up.
From like 3 years ago when I just started to really mess. You know, I'm still quite new to it, bro. Like, there's dudes out there like producers like Jimmy the Gent. Like, shout to him, bro.
Jimmy the Gent, who does all Forte stuff, from
bro.
Back in the day.
He does a lot of stuff, bro. A lot of curvy stuff, and he's been solid for years, bro. And he's been around, so yeah, he's helped me a lot too.
100%. Like, I'm in the house scene. I know about the Gent. So that says something there.
Yeah, because he kind of does those crossovers with the genres as well. You know what I mean? He doesn't just stick to that one sort of, like, he's quite versatile, bro. The way he can sample acapellas and turn that into like a,
I just know the Jimmy the Gent sample, and I just know him through the Fortnite specials.
Jimmy the Gent. Shout out to Jimmy the Gent, bro. Nah, he's dope, bro.
Yeah, it's massive, bro. It's pretty funny how me and you linked up as well. It was actually through like a family member of mine. And it's still funny. I can recall when seeing that post when your workmates bought you your first, was it on Kai MPC?
Yeah, bro. My mate Benno, he just come in the work, bro. He was probably the main reason why I got into Oz hip hop, bro. He was showing me like Alex Jones.
Yeah, fuck LGs, bro.
Yeah, when he was like, I think it was Dr. Flea. Yeah. And he was just showing me bare artists, bro, back in the day, and he used to overload me with it. You know, I'd be at work and I'd be like, oh shit, bro. But yeah, he was the main reason I got into the Aussie scene, and he linked me up with the post about Mitchos and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, he got me the MPC, and
I still remember that. Like, you uploaded, it was for the MPC on your laptop.
Bro. Yeah, bro, that was dope, man.
How many years ago now is that now? I think it's got to be 4 years ago. 3 years ago?
Yeah, probably, man. Yeah, probably about that. I'd say probably about 3 years. I'd say, yeah. But I don't use, I'd like to say I use it, but I don't use it as much as I you know, because it's more, I think MPC is more sample based. Yeah, of course. You know what I mean? And it's fun to muck around with, bro, definitely. And but I'm more into the production side of things. Yep. So I'm basically just using my keyboard, bro, and my my laptop and stuff like that. But yeah, it was really dope that he got me in. I got some good mates, bro, that really support me and really pushed me into my stuff, because like I said, without even my best mate, bro, like he was telling me for years, you got to put it out, because I was doing beats and I just didn't show anyone. Yeah. I just showed my best mate Mitch, and I think you'd send me some stuff from time to time as well. Yeah, here and there when it was early on, but I was doing it for years before that too, you know, like I think 8 years, but like I said, I just never took it serious. And then one day it just clicked, and he's like, bro, made a SoundCloud. I actually bought the program.
Yeah.
You know, dropped like $1,000. You know, it was sketchy, but it kind of gave me the push, because I'm like, all right, well, I dropped $1,000 on this program now, so.
You can just sell the extra licenses as well.
Oh yeah?
Get your money back.
Oh, bro, I don't even know about that, by the way. I'm so, like, when it comes to technical...
You know it comes with 3 license keys for when you install the program?
Bro, I can barely get in my own key. They asked me for my password, and I'm like, I'll write it down somewhere. And then I'm just, oh, bro, I'm the worst with that kind of stuff, eh? I'm just grateful I've got the program.
Yeah, 100%, man, 100%.
Yeah, and it's a good thing with the program is too, bro, you get lifetime updates.
Yeah.
So whether it's I think I started on FL6, man.
Yeah.
And
what about now? FL11?
We're at like 20 now, man. Correct me if I'm wrong, I do believe they went from 12 to 20.
I thought it went like X, like, because I swear I saw FL11 or something random like that, I don't know.
Yeah, they have so many, bro. They have so many, but I think it's good, bro. You need to buy the programs, man, because it gives the people who actually, you know, make the programs the money and the chances to be able to make better, you know, better updates for us, and, you know, but...
I'm just going to plug it right there. Buy the music. Don't just stream through Spotify. Me and my partner Jim O'Day, shout out to ODR, we get 0.03 cents through the label. Not that we're complaining, Crookwell Records, we're not complaining.
100.
But buy the tracks on Beatport and stuff like that, because it supports the artist, man.
Yeah, for sure. It's really important these days, man.
100%.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely.
Going back to like achievements, like and tracks and like production and stuff like that, what achievement are you most proud of?
Oh man, probably to date, if we're talking like music and life, probably getting married, bro, would be my main achievement in life. Like, I was pretty lucky to meet and marry my best friend. You know, I have a really supportive wife, and she's like, she's just the main reason why I still do my music and all that kind of stuff. I'd probably say getting married and meeting my best friend would probably be the biggest achievement of my life.
Yeah,
but
man,
if we're talking music, I still feel like I'm still kind of fresh.
Yep.
In terms of, you know, massive achievements. But to me, bro, I think we've had 2 tracks played on, me and Mitchos. We've had 2, like, you know, 2 link ups, and they were played on 96.1. I think yesterday or the day before, correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, hectic.
We had DJ Nino Brown was mixing.
Yeah, he's an OG as well.
Yeah, mixing
DJ
one of
Tickle's OG type of days. Yeah,
100%. And also just had a couple of videos played on MTV, bro, and it's just a spin out, man, because I used to watch MTV as a kid all the time.
100%.
And 96, I used to listen, I'm old now, I feel like I'm old, I just let it talk back.
Bro,
now.
you're one of those guys where back in the day you listen to a track on Rage, and then you go watch it on 10 years later, just to get the double top 10 countdown.
Bro, Rage is some whacked stuff, eh? Especially, but now Rage is just totally different.
Oh, bro, that was the thing, like, you're up, like, you know, you're a young lad, and it's like 1 in the morning, like, I'll put a Rage and be playing some whack ass.
Bro, if you're up at like 2 o'clock in the morning on the weekend and you're watching Rage, bro, you should go to bed. Like, you've obviously gone out and you've come home and you're watching Rage. You shouldn't be watching Rage.
Rage.
Oh,
you know, like, with the static and all that stuff.
Crazy. But yeah, no, I think it's just crazy to have you know, your music played on a platform where you watch, you know?
Like, man, like, well, I would definitely reckon one of your biggest great achievements is featuring on Mitchos's MDMA album. And I was actually going through his Spotify, and I'll plug it here.
Ones that have made it, it's more love to the ones that I came with. Old school getting love from the pavement. We're attracted from the trap getting payments. We're attracted in a trap that we're slaved in. We adapt, we ain't lacking the flagrant. It's attack if the buttons get played with. You ain't gangster, I'm raising you babies. Give me thanks, I take payments and ladies. I got ranking and Jesus that saves me. I give thanks to the placement I came in. I'll turn dank in the dirt till I'm graved in. Till my death.
But there's some tracks there getting, you know, 500,000 plays.
Yeah.
Some of his tracks have got over 1 million plays, man, and that's just one. That's just one platform like Spotify.
Yeah, definitely.
And you worked on how many tracks on that album?
MDMA I did 2, which was an early release.
Yep.
An earlier release of his. We did a couple of promo ones in between. He had a song we did called Heartless, which was actually a remake. He actually released it probably 2 years ago, and I said to him, bro, like, I feel like I can make it, you know, into like a solid track, because I think he used the Fuji's beat.
Ooh.
Yeah, that, you know that.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh la la la, it's the weather going, we're rocking the beat.
No,
or Ready or Not?
Ready or Not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a more boom bappy sort of style. So I kind of flipped it.
Yeah.
Got his vocals, and we turned it into a song, and it's called Heartless now.
Yeah.
So that was released maybe, I don't want to sit there and say numbers, as in like times, because I'm probably going to be wrong.
Yeah.
But between 6 months to maybe 10 months, and I think that's over 250,000 just on YouTube, which is pretty dope for a song that's been
100%.
re-released
100%.
2 years later.
100%.
But then yeah, he had his new one. I did 4 on his new album.
Yeah.
And bro, we got like, oh man, we got like 3 or 4, maybe 5 to come. We got one coming real soon.
Yeah.
Which is going to be another deep one, sort of like Thoughts.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's yeah, we got plenty to come, me and Mitchos.
Yeah, with Mitch, putting Mitchos aside on the side for a bit. What other artists have you worked with that you're able to name?
Oh, bro, I've worked with a few. I've worked with FRAKSHA.
Oh yeah, from Melbourne, yeah.
Yeah, FRAKSHA from Melbourne. Scotty Hinds.
Melbourne as well. Yeah.
I ended up doing a link up for a remix. I had Alex Jones on one of the tracks.
Big up LG's boys.
Yeah, he's just a beast, bro. Dielectrics. I ended up working with Shadow on a track.
Shadow,
yeah, that was
beast, bro.
Yeah, that was earlier on, bro. That was on Grime Ting. That was on an earlier one with Mitchos.
Yeah,
that was a while ago.
Man, there's some big names you've named there already.
Yeah, I got 2 coming out with Rates.
Rates ABK.
Yeah,
Shit.
Kirsty's brother. Yeah, man, which is a bit of a spin out for me, bro, because I've been listening to his music for a long time, being a massive fan.
Yeah, the Nebulizer. What was that? 2011. The first Cursor album.
Cursor, yeah. So I'm a big fan of Cursor, bro, but I've always kind of gravitated to his brother a bit more, man.
Yep.
That's just my type of music. They're both, I mean, you know, Cursor's a legend, obviously. You don't need me to say it.
He created the platform for Western Sydney.
Bro, yeah, you don't need me to talk on that.
Yeah,
but yeah, so I've got 2 tracks coming with Rates. I actually got that link up through one of our engineers, Espa.
Yeah.
He was in the studio with Rates one day, and he's like, bro, just send me a bunch of beats. And I was like, oh shit, like. So I ran home, just grabbed a bunch of folders, sent him a beat, but can't really talk too much on that. But the beat that he did choose and the style of that track is just totally different from what you would ever think, I guess, Rates would put out.
Yes.
So and that's coming out soon on his album, bro. And I've sent him a couple other ones that he's working on, and yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with that, bro, to be honest, because like I said, I've always been a massive fan of Rates. Yeah,
no, that's huge, bro. All of that whole ABK crew has been, you know, setting the stone for Australia.
Yeah, bro, and there's been a lot of younger dudes that I've worked with too, like you know, like there's one called Lockie T.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure if you come across him. You know, he's a dope artist, bro. You know, hungry. Yeah. Just yeah, he's very versatile, bro. Can do all sorts of music, all sorts of genres. He's a good writer. He's a good bloke too, bro. So I've met and worked, you know, with, I probably can't even name them all, bro. You know.
Oh, bro, you've just named many dons there. Especially the biggest one was the LGs. Like, fuck, man, that's massive. Like, they were the dudes before Chillin', all those guys. Like,
yeah.
They were killing it. And I've actually seen some videos actually about like all the like what he's sitting on at the moment.
Oh, bro, he'd be sitting on
yeah, stupid,
bro. He'd be sitting on just enough to just blow everyone away, bro. He's beyond dope, bro. Yeah. And yeah, like artists like him, Husky.
Yeah, Husky.
You know, there's too many to name, bro. There's too many to name. Everyone has really stepped it up in the last 2 years.
100%. I'm so proud of Australian hip hop, bro. Let alone Australian music. Like, even like, especially in the electronic music scene, like big ups to like guys like Flume.
Yeah, for sure.
He's from our area. Like, he was
man.
DJing parties in the northern, like my area, like back in the day. And then Flume blew up, and obviously his duo, he's good mate from high school. Yeah. They created What So Not.
Yeah.
Blew the flip up, no swears here. And yeah, man, I'm so proud of Australian music.
Oh, definitely, man. You can just see it, bro. There's a release happening like every week, every 2 weeks. You got like 5-6 artists dropping.
Aren't 111 releasing something tomorrow? Today, I heard.
Funny I think so.
I heard something about that.
I look, man. I can't. I'm not gonna. I did see him on billboards and shit, eh?
Yeah, I did see that.
I know there was one on Parramatta Road, bro. So just to see like just dudes from the scene, just. Yeah, man, growing and getting the recognition like that, bro, that's crazy.
It's all good. BLAKE BEATZ coming to, you know, a bridge near you.
Bro, I've already achieved so much more than I ever thought I was going to do, but just the fact that, you know, like I taught myself how to do everything.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I've always been pretty like
self-efficient.
Nah, not really. To be honest, I've always played sport, bro. So I played like cricket at a decent level, and I had a good chance doing something with that, but I kind of slipped off there.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I don't want to waste my life, bro. I want to do something with my life. So I've always kind of been a bit spewing that I let that cricket sort of thing go.
Yeah.
And the fact that I've been able to pick up, you know, music and teach myself basically from scratch and kind of see a future out of that, maybe.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty dope, bro, because it gives me a purpose, man. You know what I mean? I feel
100%, bro. Anyway,
I don't bite, bro. It's all good.
Leading up from that, man, like, this is like a question I ask all my guests. Like, I know with me, especially physical exercise and also music, really calms my anxiety and, like, you know, grounds me and relaxes me, and, you know, kicks that thing that many young women and men call the black dog away. But how does music impact your life on a day-to-day basis, and how does it affect your life?
Oh, bro, music's like, yeah, music's huge, bro. Music's impacted my life huge, man. But in a way, it's also like, you know, being a producer, we tend to, well, I can't speak on other people, but me as a producer, I tend to stay home a lot. Yep. Hibernate in my room, just because, you know, I just really want to put all my effort and my time, and, you know, I really want to chase what I'm trying to get. So that's you know, a lot of my time is spent in my room. Yeah. And I was also, you know, like, I find, like, if I don't get out of the house, or I find myself in the same routine, yeah, you know, like, I can really find myself, like, it is a bit of a struggle for me. Yeah, man. It's funny because I could find, like, the music has got me out of so many things. Yeah, bro. But then again, that same thing that has got me out of so much can also put me in that, you know what I mean? That mind frame of self-doubt, or not being able to do enough, or yeah, sort of things like that, you know what I mean? And I find when I go out and I take my dog for a walk, or I go to the park, because I never used to do that, bro. I only started doing that like a year ago, because my mate's mum, she knew I was going through some things at the time, and yeah, she's like, you just gotta do more exercise, you know? Yeah, 100%. Try and go for a walk, try and see a new thing. So sometimes, bro, I'll even just take dogs for a walk down the park, see the trees, bro, breathe the air, and I feel so much better, man. And when I come back into my room, I feel like I make a better music, bro. 100%, man. Like, I put it, like, you probably see, like, all my stories all the time. I make sure, like, because I'm working at home at the moment, I hate it, drives me insane being at home all day. It's so hard. I split it up with a walk, and, like, as soon as I go for that walk, you know, or go to the gym and release those endorphins, man. Yeah, it's like that natural high, and it feels really, really good. So I'm glad that, like, music can do that for you, and I'm glad that you've also implemented stuff like, you know, walking your dogs. Funny enough, a lot of you out there know one of my biggest fear is needles and birds, and dogs comes in third, and this guy has 2 massive dogs. Yeah, bro. You're like, oh, can I come in and use your toilet? I'm like, oh, yeah, I just gotta put my dogs outside, bro. Because, you know, they're like humans, man. They run my life. No, that's cool, man. That's cool that you've obviously, the way the music impacts your life, and how you've implemented stuff like going for the walk, but like, I think you gotta mix it up, like you said. Yeah, 100%, bro. Like, but like, kind of leads on to my next question, man. Like, I know it's a stigma in young women and men to, like, you know, speak about hardships and, like, going through tough times, but are you able to give me an example of, like, a low point in your life and, like, what you did to overcome it? To be honest, bro, like, I reckon there's probably been that many, I couldn't even pinpoint one in particular. Yeah. And it's still a struggle to this day for me, bro, but one thing that I've always had is I've got a very good relationship with my mum. Yep. Great relationship with my sister, my nieces, my nephews. Yep. I got about 3 or 4 best friends that I've known for close to 20 years, 25 years plus. Yeah. And I've never been shy to talk, bro. That's massive. You know, and that's one thing that I'm grateful for, and I'm happy that I've had that sort of attitude. I mean, and it's not easy, bro. Like, I'm not going to sit there and say, oh yeah, you know, like, I want to go talk to a counsellor and just tell some, it's not, you know what I mean? But I've been really lucky that I have really supportive best mates, and a really supportive family, bro, and I tell them everything. That's huge, bro. Like, I still remember, like, I was struggling for years, man. And the day I told the boys, like, I went and found out about the mental health care plan, I went and saw a doctor, and you get the mental health care plan, you get the 10 discounted sessions per year. I told my best mate, look, mate, we've been friends since year 7, so we live together now, so 14 years or whatever, 15 years, and he's like, bro, that's one of the biggest things you've done. He's like, that's one of the biggest achievements. I'm so proud of you, man. 100%, dude. And the thing, like you just said, with the mental health plan, I've been on that, and it can be hard, bro, because I got that 10 and free visits or whatever they subsidised it, but I had to wait 3 months for my first, and I went to 2-3 different doctors, rung about 8 or 9 different places, and I had to wait at least 2-3 months for my first visit, and it was 3 months in between because they're so backed up. So like I said, man, I was just really grateful that I always call my best mate, bro. Me and my best mate Mitch, bro, we're just like, if I'm struggling, bro, I'll be the first to ring him, and he'd be like, bro, I'm coming around. Like
that's huge as well. A lot of people I've been actually, I'll say this on camera, I've been falling victim to that. I mean, look, we live together, best friends, and over the last couple of weeks, I haven't been, opening up to him. And he's noticed, and he's asked me, what's wrong, bro? And I go, nothing. And then he knows there's something wrong. So sometimes, like, you just sometimes.
Bro, sometimes you get in your feelings, but sometimes, like, I don't even want to tell my wife much. And I talk to my wife so much. My wife is my biggest rock. She's the reason why I get out of any hole that I'm in. And sometimes you don't, bro. Sometimes, like, it's all right to if you just want to sit on it. You know what I mean? And it's your business, bro. I understand that. And some people don't want to bother people, and that's just a natural feeling, bro. You know what I mean? But
like putting a burden on someone else.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, there's no point burdening yourself, because at the end of the day, if you're not 100%, and you know what I mean, like, what good are you to your best mate?
Exactly.
What good are you to your best friend? But it's on your terms, bro.
That's exactly what he said to me. He goes, man, it's not a burden on me. He goes, if it's an issue to me, small, major, minor, whatever, he goes, it's a problem to me regardless.
And I know with me too, man, like, because it had been like such a struggle for me. Like, I feel like last 6 months to a year I've been really good.
Yeah, that's heaps good.
For the first time in shit 3 or 4 years, But it kind of got to the point where you've gone through it so much, and you've talked to them so much, and they give you the answers that you need to hear, but it can kind of also turn to like, just like, don't worry, man, like, and that's the right thing, and they're saying the right thing too, bro.
It all comes down to yourself as well. You can take advice as long as you implement it.
100%. I mean, I had a big thing where I was just sitting there feeling sorry for myself for a long time, bro, and I felt like I deserved to be able to have that time to, like, shit, man, I went through this, I went through that. I'm not saying it was big or if it was small, it doesn't matter like that, but you need your time to, just to reflect for yourself. But you definitely need to open up, man. And if you're lucky enough to have a partner, a supporting partner, or a bunch of friends, or your family, like, they're not going to judge, bro, because
not at all.
Your blood, bro. That's just how it works, man.
100%.
Yeah.
You just absolutely nailed it, bro. Have you got any exciting things coming up that we should keep an eye out for, like releases, or like maybe, I don't know, well, actually there's no tours at the moment, so there's not able to go on tour with anyone?
Anything at the moment.
Yeah, have you got any anything exciting coming up we should keep an eye out for?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, bro, I got like a few tracks coming out with Rates. They're big tracks. One's coming with a clip, really dope clip, so that's coming. I got, like I said, a bunch with Mitchos. I got 2 that I can't really speak on.
Are they the ones I'm rapping on? No, I'm joking.
Well,
bro.
I suppose we can talk on it now. But I got 2 pretty big ones, bro, coming up. And just basically, I got a lot of work coming up, man. I've sent, like, the thing is with producers, bro, you send a lot of beats out, and sometimes you get the good old, the 6 months turnaround, the 1 month turnaround, the 1 year turnaround. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of beats being sent out. I am working on my own project, but I'm not going to gas that, bro, because let's be real, man, I've been working on that for 3 years.
That's all right.
so it's taking its time, but yeah, no, I got a lot coming out with Mitchos. We've got a couple of big collabs, a couple of big features coming with Mitchos as well.
Yeah, it's huge,
which is going to be, I think, something different, something that the Aussie scene hasn't really, seen before. Or a sound before,
bending the boundaries, I guess. That's cool.
Yeah, in a way, bro. But yeah, just keep looking out for new music, bro. I'm constantly evolving, bro, and constantly, linking up with new artists, and
hosts.
Bro. Just stay tuned, and
maybe yourself and my partner ODR, we should, jump on, make some techno house rap.
For sure, bro. For sure, man.
Nah, bro.
Definitely mix it up, bro.
I'll be definitely plugging all your stuff, man. Like, I'm a big fan of yours as well. I'm always checking out your socials, always checking what you're doing, just similar with you, man.
Same goes. I appreciate it.
But yeah, bro. Like, before we sign off, there's a reason why we call it the 6 Bar Saturdays. I get all my guests to spit 6 bars of freestyle rap. So, man, I know you produced that fire, but
yeah, I produced that fire.
But show me what you can rap, bro.
Oh, bro. I've been asked to rap so many times in years, and I don't do it, but I'll do it for you, bro.
Thank you.
Alright, so my name's Blake Beatz, and we're cruising in the car with my boy B&G, and he's gonna make me spit some bars. See, I don't really rap, but I'll give this shit a go, because it's mad love to the bro for having me on his show.
Yes, bro. Man, thank you so much for coming on.
Nah, you're good, bro. I appreciate it.
Thank you for just like raising the awareness and just being a true guest, man. I really appreciate this stuff, and it's guests like you that make me happy that I'm doing this.
No, it's dope what you're doing, bro, and I appreciate the fact that you know, you give me the opportunity to be able to come on here and talk about those sort of topics, bro, because it is really important, man. So
Dope, bro.
yeah, I appreciate it, eh?
Thank you very much.
All good, my bro.